Okay, we're going to talk about this thing called correlation coefficient. Now it's kind of defined up here, the correlation coefficient, which is designed or designated by the letter, check this out, it's a nice easy one, R. I don't know where they got it, maybe because there's two R's in correlation coefficient. Measures the strength, okay, that's one thing it measures, and the direction of the linear relationship. So how strong a correlation is and what direction it's going. Is it going to be a positive correlation or negative correlation? Okay. Now, the closer the correlation is to -1 or 1, the stronger the correlation is. Okay. So all correlations are between -1 and 1. And if it's 1 is super, it's like a perfect correlation. And if it's -1, it's a perfect correlation. It's just negative. Those are perfect ones. As they get closer and closer to 0, then you're talking about less and less correlation. So what I wanted to do down here is I want you to fill this in as you go. Because on the test they might say, hey, here's a graph. What's its correlation about? I wanted to show you different scatter plots and show you about what the correlation would be for these. Okay. So first we got this one right here. We want to kind of get a guesstimate of what the correlation is. I don't see much of a correlation going on here. And that's why it would have a correlation of 0. There's no correlation going on here. Dots are all over the place. Okay, so here we're moving on to this one. It's still kind of all over the place, but it kind of seems to have a little bit, like not a good, but kind of a downward trend. So this one would be a correlation of -0.3. You can see the downward trend, and it's not strong. It's really close to 0, and that's why the dots are still all over the place. Okay, correlation of -0.3. And then on this one, it's getting a little bit stronger correlation, right? So it's probably closer to a 1 or a -1, and it looks positive. So it's probably closer to 1 than this was to -1. So this one has a correlation of 0.5. Okay, still not too strong. Can't make that great a prediction out of this one. Here we're getting a little bit stronger. This one is obviously negative in this situation. Let's see what this correlation is. Negative something. Oh, this is a correlation of -0.7. Oh, here, this is a graph that you probably would be comfortable making a prediction off of, right? Maybe not betting your life on it, but a decent prediction. This has a positive correlation of, this is what a 0.9 correlation would look like. And here, this isn't perfect. A perfect correlation would be dots like in a straight exact line. But this correlation is definitely negative. It's a -0.99 correlation. So it's almost a perfect correlation right there. Remember, a perfect correlation is like a straight, exactly straight line. Okay. So now you've got an idea of the numbers and what type of scatter plots would go with certain correlations.